We thank everyone for being with us this day. I know there's lots and lots of other things that clamor for our time and our attention. But taking even an hour, even a minute, to bring our attention to what is important is good for our soul. Today we recognize that there is only God. There is not God and any other. There is not God and strange gods or false gods or other gods. There is only God, the I Am. It is the beginning. It is the end. It is the now. And it is that which has no beginning nor no end. It simply is. Everlasting. Eternal. Forever. All-knowing. All-powerful. Everywhere present. And not just some of God is everywhere present, as if God was scattered, divided, spread thin. But all of God is present in every place, at every time, in, as, and throughout all of its creation, as each and every one of us. We may not know it, we may not act like we know it, but the truth is that we are individualized expressions of God. It is it that is the I that I am. And when we finally come to realize that, we too can say, I of my own self can do nothing. And since that life, which is our true life, is eternal, we too are eternal. As that divine life takes on many forms and releases many forms, but it continues on, we too take on form and release form. But the essence of the Spirit, of the love that we are, was never born and shall never die. We accept then that our spiritual journey is, as Dr. Holmes tells us, one of persistently and painstakingly separating ourselves from everything that is unlike God. We release, we let go of every and any idea that says we are only human, that we are limited, that we must struggle to make a living. We must eat our bread by the sweat of our brow. For that is not God ordained. That is race consciousness ordained. Today then, we renew our commitment to ourselves to do that which only we can do and that which we must do. To put our mind and our hearts on God and God alone, and to release and let go of everything and anything in our lives that is unlike God or that takes our time and attention away from God. We are dedicated this day to the growth of our soul, which is the discovery of God within, which is separating ourselves from everything unlike God. We are grateful to know that there's a power in the universe that responds to us exactly according to our belief. We are grateful to know that the very love of God has called us together today for this purpose of discovering it in us. And therefore our work is done. The success was assured before we began. The power that responds to us according to our belief has already begun and continues and has completed its work of creating the opening, the avenue, the way through our consciousness for this greater awareness of the divine presence within. We release this treatment to that perfect law, so certain it is done that we say together, and so it is.